Welcome to the MagiReco News. I'm Ranko as fresh as ever. Our top story today. Summer continues to be cancelled. Now you might have been thinking that we're gonna get the first summer unit, but the game has different ideas because we still are not getting the first summer unit. Instead, we're getting on one hand the Midtermass special offer, which is like, okay, you can, for 200 paid gems, you can get a character from the unlimited pool that you don't already have. It's useless. Don't do it. You also get a Memoria gacha. Okay, okay, let's just move on. Who cares about that? And it's anime was Tsuruno. Yeah, okay, so here's the theory that's going around. Okay? And with going around meaning it's my theory. The theory is that they are currently trying to rush chapter 12 out. They've already rushed out chapter 11 just recently, and now they're probably rushing chapter 12. And because they are rushing the chapter, they probably are not putting that much effort into anything else. So we're just not getting anything. They're just gonna rehash content and give us anime units while they're rushing out chapter 12, which doesn't look that good for the game, as a whole. But hopefully we'll still get 2 summer units. So here's the thing, we thought that because the last 2 years we got 3 summer units, that we're gonna get 3 summer units this year. Maybe we're just gonna get 2 summer units this year. We still have plenty of time for 2 summer units, okay? So don't forget that. We still have plenty of time for 2 summer units, but it's not going to be next week because we have Rumored Tsuruno. Like anime version. Is she gonna be good? Probably not. Here's the thing about her. I can tell you right now that she's kind of mixed up in what she actually wants to be. She has good attack, she's an attack type, she has 2 Excellus, 2 charge discs. Having charge discs on a character that isn't part of a charge strategy is kind of terrible anyway. Her connect is like damage up. What else does it do? Damage up against enemies inflicted with status ailments. Attitude killer. Attitude killer is terrible, so what does it do? And it also does guaranteed charm. It's like, okay, whatever. Her Magia is attribute strength for damage to all enemies. It does remove buffs from all enemies. It gives, oh my god, I need to zoom a little bit. It gives attack down, Magia damage down, and blast down to all enemies, so it just cripples enemy DPS, which is okay, sure, whatever. It also tries to charm all enemies, and it gives a survive to self. So an extremely defensive Magia on an attacker. Why does an attacker have a defensive Magia? I don't fucking know, don't ask me. I mean, it's attribute strength and damage, which means that, hey, this is a DPS Magia, but all the effects on it are defensive. She's mixed up. It kind of actually, you can see about the rest of her kit. I'm gonna go into that actually right now. She starts the battle with 20% MP. She regenerates MP every turn passively, and she gets bonus MP for getting hit, which makes you think that, oh, she wants to get to doppel very often, and her doppel is attribute strength and damage, so yeah, maybe you use her doppel a lot. But she only has 2 Excellus, and she's attack type, and attack type gives you less MP per hit. And it's also very defensive outside of the damage. And also her active is aiming resistance down and chance to charm, and her connect charms and isn't an MP connect. It's not a blast or a charge connect either. So she has like every single bit of playstyle in her, and none of it makes sense. She has fast MP and she has a lot of MP gain for someone who is attack type and has a terrible doppel. Her doppel has DPS type to it, which is like the attribute strengthen, but it also has only defensive abilities. She only has 2 Excellus and 2 charge discs, but she doesn't actually play into any charge strategy, so why does she have 2 charge discs? She tries to charm, but charm is not actually that great and doesn't work against most people. If you're trying to use her on Kimochi, I don't think Kimochi can be charmed, and even if they can, a charmed Kimochi can't hit you, and if the Kimochi doesn't hit you, you're not generating extra MP, because you want to get hit during Kimochi to generate more MP. So she has a little bit of everything thrown in, and she can't basically do anything well, which is lore accurate. It's very lore accurate. She's a very mixed up character who doesn't do just one thing. She's kind of all over the place, but gameplay wise is fucking terrible. Okay, however, the Memoria is actually really fucking good. It gives 30% attack up, damage up, and like 25% damage cut, which is overall really good. It's 30% damage up is always really fucking good to have, and on top of that you get some damage cut which is better for like the average player. So the average player gets some damage cut as well. Cool, but just the damage up 30% is already pretty fucking good. And the active, like Excel Up and Blast Out, who cares? So yeah, she herself is... who fucking cares? You could be like, oh, but she can do charm strategies. She can like charm a lot of characters. Yeah, but Kanoko can as well. And Kanoko is a free-to-play character, so why invest into this? And also... instead, you might want to actually roll for the Memoria, but only if you're a whale. So if you're a whale, you probably will roll for the Memoria, because it's really good, but apart from that, who cares? And then what else do we have? Yeah, we need to actually have an event. It's Witch Extermination. Well, we're not getting actually any new event, because like I said, they're rushing Chapter 12 probably, so they don't have any resources left to make new events. So they're just rehashing all events in this case. We're getting another extermination battles. These are the 5 Memoria that are gonna receive special effects doing this. One is gives attack down to enemies. This is charge damage up. I think it's charged overall damage up, okay? Like of the charged attacks, whatever. Next, this is HP regen. I think this tries to charm enemies or something. Oh, fucking no. Let me check. Actually, in my notes, if this is indeed what it does. Yeah, so it does guaranteed darkness actually. So it tries to inflict darkness on enemies on active, and the other one is negate one status ailments. Although it doesn't say to self or all others, but I assume it's going to be to self if it doesn't specify. So yeah, it negates one status ailment. Awesome. Just the general fare, where some of these effects are going to be good against some of the enemies that you're going to face during this event. Awesome. Now, what else do we have? Oh, the actual important thing, the 1800 Days Since Release campaign. Yay! First thing, there's going to be a bag for 500 paid gems. This bag gives an innocent gem and a 4-star overlimiter core. Not worth it in my opinion. And then you have these 250 free gems, so even if you don't have paid gems, you can still get this for an overlimiter core, which you probably actually want to get, even if you're free to play, because overlimiter cores are pretty darn fucking good. Moving on, what else is there? There's special missions, I think for just daily logins. So yeah, just daily logins. And for doing 7-day logins, you get a 10-roll ticket. Awesome, go ahead and do that. There's also half AP, double experience, whatever, who cares. Special missions, but yeah, whatever, who cares. Yeah, so more special missions, sure. And then here's the important part. This is the thing that has been causing a lot of head scratching to a lot of people. Exactly how this is going to work, we'll actually have to wait until it goes live. But here's the thing. It's going to be a new mechanic, a new function added to the game. What is this new mechanic? Okay, they call it like attribute enhancement or something like that. Let me actually look up the exact name. Attribute enhancement. So you're going to have your characters as you have right now. For example, let's say you have your Iroha. Iroha is a light type character. She's going to be 4-slot. All of this is going to become important in a second. So your 4-slot light type Iroha is going to have some enhancement slots. Enhancement, what do you call it? Magic symbols. It's called enhancement slots. So at 4 slots, she will have a certain number of enhancement slots, and in those enhancement slots, you can put enhancements for various stats. For example, you can say, oh, I'm going to increase the attack of this Iroha a bunch. So you put some attack enhancements into those enhancement slots, and it makes your Iroha stronger. Awesome. So you slot some enhancements in there. Nice. Maybe you want to have her more defense. You slot some defense enhancements into your Iroha. Awesome. Now the number of slots, or they call it magic symbols, that you have depends on how many like Memoria slots that you have. Okay, so they're separate. You have Memoria slots and you have enhancement slots or magic symbols. So the more Memoria slots you have, the more magic symbols or enhancement slots that you have. So you want to have 4-slot to have the most amount of enhancements. So already you need to wail for your favorite character. The thing is, if you want to actually use a character in battle, you're already going to automatically 4-slot them anyway. So this is not going to change your decision making. Because before, the decision making is, if you want to use this character in battle, get her 4-slot. And now after this change, if you want to use a character in battle, get a 4-slot. Nothing has really changed in that sense. You're still gonna want to get them 4-slot. But now on top of that, you're getting bonus enhancements. Awesome, great, woo, some more stats. But here's where it gets interesting. Here comes the interesting part. I earlier said that, oh yeah, Iroha is a light type. That comes important in now. Because when you enhance a character, every single other character of the same element also gets enhancements. So if you take your Iroha, you give that Iroha attack enhancements, every single other light type character will also get attack enhancements passively by increasing your Iroha's attack. Which means that if you have more light type characters, and if you have more light type characters with more slots, like more Memoria slots, you can increase everyone's light type's character stats so much more. Meaning, it's whale time, guys! Get as many light types as possible. But light type is just an example. Of course, it's for every type, dark type, fire, etc. Which means that, of course, fuck Void, because Void only has like 5 characters. So if you are a fan of Void types, you'll get fucked. I think it's 6 characters actually, because there's only 6 characters and you need to all have all of them 4 slot to get a lot of enhancements for them. Meanwhile, light type, even if you're just free to play, gets like 20 different enhancements. So yeah, great, awesome. So yeah, this is the kind of mechanic that a lot of people have been saying is a anti-longevity mechanic. A mechanic that makes people wail a lot right now, but is not very good for the longevity of a game. And I'll talk a little bit more about that in a second. But for now, I will say the following. No one actually knows what the fuck this thing means, because this is written in a really weird and confusing way. When this actually goes live, I hope there'll be like an actual entire news post just about this mechanic. And then hopefully we'll be able to understand it a bit more, because right now no one actually knows how the fuck this thing works. I just explained how it works to you, but I might have just been wrong. Everything that I've just told you might just be completely wrong. And people might be panicking over nothing. Maybe this is actually going to give you like 5 attack more if you have another 4 slot character. And like, okay, 5 attack for another 4 slot character. Maybe this doesn't really matter at all, okay? Keep in mind that every time you do damage in battle, there's like a 5% randomness applied to the battle to the damage that you do up and down. So 5 attack is not even going to change what you notice in battle. It's just going to disappear into the randomness of your attacks, okay? So how much this actually is going to do, we don't fucking know. These numbers, it's just like here, 100 attack. They say specifically, these are just for an example. It might not be 100 attack, it might be 1 attack per enhancement. It might be absolutely fucking nothing. We don't know. We have to actually wait until this goes live. So I'm going to make another video about this once it goes live and once we actually understand exactly how it works. Because right now, if you're going to be panicked, like, oh no, this new mechanic is going to be bad or it's going to be great or whatever, wait until it goes live, because right now we don't know fucking anything. This paragraph is written so terribly, even Japanese native people don't know what the fuck is going on, okay? So that's what I'll say about this. That is the end of this piece of the news though, and yeah, that's actually all of the news for today, so this is already the end of the news. However, I wanted to quickly mention something, because people have been sort of doom posting a little bit, saying like, oh, the game is going to end. It's not. I assume the game is going to last at least another year. That said, there's no guarantee for anything, no guarantees for when the game is going to end or not, but I will say the following, something that I probably should say before. I might have said this before at some other point, but here's the important bit. Here's the really, really important bit, and I'm going to even zoom in on my incredible goddamn fucking terrible face. If this game ever ends, or rather when this game ends, which might be this year, might be next year, might be the year after that, might be in 5 years, who knows? Who knows when this game is going to end? But when this game is going to end, nothing will fucking change, okay? This here is just a YouTube channel that currently happens to do MagiReco. There's going to be another MagiReco game after this, and then it will just do whatever MagiReco game comes after that. Maybe we'll do other content in the meantime, maybe we're going to do a break, I don't know. But I'm still going to be here. And if another MagiReco game, or when another MagiReco game comes after this, because like I said, it's almost guaranteed that another MagiReco game is going to happen after this game, I'm going to make content on that. Of course I will. Like, what? Why wouldn't I? It's the same thing with our Discord. And I mean, like, not just my personal Discord, but like our big MagiReco Discord. Currently, it's a Discord that just does MagiReco. But when MagiReco ends, it will just take a little break. Like, yeah, you can still talk to everyone about here. The community doesn't go anywhere. The community is still going to be here. We're still going to be talking about all kinds of shit. And then whenever the next MagiReco game comes out, then we'll just talk about the next MagiReco game. And then the server will go from a MagiReco server to whatever the next MagiReco game is going to be. No one is going to go anywhere, okay? So there's no reason to be all doom and gloom about, oh no, everything's going to end, all my friends are going to go away. Not really. We're all still going to be here. This channel is going to be here, our community is going to be here, the Discord is going to be here, and whenever the next MagiReco game comes out, we're just going to go towards that. And guess what? When the next MagiReco game comes out, there'll be new people joining us, right? Right now, if you're saying, oh, there's not that many people, not that many new people that join in, because MagiReco has been going on for 5 years, so not that many new people are coming in. When the next MagiReco game comes out, there's going to be so many new people. So, if anything, I'm actually kind of okay with a next MagiReco game coming out, because it's going to revitalize the entire community. We're going to explode again in numbers and in the amount of people that is going to just be there to talk with and have some fun with. Right? So I don't see it really that big of a doom and gloom situation when the game is going to end. And yes, the game will end at some point. No one knows when, and it's also very important. No one knows when. So being all trying to figure out when the game is going to end, or could this be a sign that the game is ending, or could that be a sign that the game is ending? None of that really fucking matters, because none of you guys will ever actually be able to figure out when exactly the game will end. And it's also not really like you could actually ever change that. There's nothing you can change about that. If you could look into the future, the date on which the game will end is already going to be decided, and there's nothing you can do about it. So instead of being all doom and gloom about it and being really sad and trying to doom post and trying to figure out what's going on, we have us, we have the community, we have this channel, we have the Discord, we have everyone. Why not just be having fun together, and whenever this game ends, be like, hey, it's going to be another game, I'm going to move to the other game. This is just a transitional part to whatever comes next, okay? So absolutely no reason to despair in any sense of the way. Like I said, maybe I'll make other content on this channel in the meantime. Maybe I'll even make it before MagiReco ends. Who knows? Who knows what the future will hold? But there's no reason to fucking doom and gloom over it. So I really want to say that, because I've heard some really negative stuff in the community for no fucking reason. For actually no fucking reason. I've played over 1,000 games in my life, because I have like 700 games in my Steam library alone, and I've played at least every one of them a little. And there has been a day where I had played that game for the last time. There has been a last day for every one of these games that I've played. I'm not sad about any one of them. I'm happy that I've played these games, and then I just played another game, right? So it will be the same with MagiReco. One day it will be the last day you play MagiReco, but then you'll just play the next MagiReco game. And everyone will still be here. We'll all still be here for it. No one's going to go anywhere. So that's what I want to say about all of this. And yeah, that's about it. Thank you guys for watching. Hit that subscribe button, ring the bell, and I'll see you guys next time.